Hello there, my name is Matthew Dorantes, and today I'll be talking about this thing, VFR sectional charts. So, what is it? Well, it is a publication that is released by the FAA, and it's just a section of the United States, and basically one of these many sections here. And it's used for plotting and flight planning purposes, as well as seeing, I guess, where you are on the map. And today I'll be going over a couple of those things. It's mainly used by pilots and crew members. It's also used by the military, search and rescue. It's updated twice a year, so every 6 months. And it's fairly cost effective. I mean, mine here only cost me 10 bucks, but prices range, of course. Now, how do I know how to read this thing? Like, what do all the symbols on it mean? Well, if I was to turn the page and flip it upside down, as you can see, this is the legend, and it'll go over all the symbols, the writing, and what every notation on the map means. And it's just right behind the front page, and it'll go over things such as type of airports, what does the magenta or the blue mean. It'll go over VOR boxes, communication boxes, what does everything in that mean? Or what are obstructions? What do they look like? What does that symbol mean? And a bunch of other helpful stuff as well. Now, today, since I'm limited on time, I will not be going over everything, but I will show you some of the things that the legend will not tell you about or explain to you. So the first thing that it won't explain to you, but it is on every single sectional, is a scale. Now, each sectional has a scale roughly at the bottom, and it starts at the bottom left, and it's from nautical miles, statute miles, and kilometers. And if you were just put a ruler across that, you could figure out how far away one airport is from the other one. And it's mainly used for pre-flight planning, but you could use it in flight as well if you have the time to figure out how far away you are from this certain place, or if you just know it off the top of your head as well. Now, for another thing that the legend doesn't tell you about are lines of latitude and longitude. So as you notice, across the sectional, there'll be these vertical and horizontal lines. That'll be those being lines of latitude and longitude, and in each case you'll have these larger numbers in between it. So let's take this point right here, which we have 102 and 29, and so that'd be 102 degrees west of Greenwich and 29 degrees north of the equator. And each little intersection here, say this intersection here, will be about 30 minutes. So from this bottom line here so at 28 degrees to 29 degrees is about an hour. And each little intermediate tick, these medium-sized ticks, such as these two, that's about 10 minutes. And then each tick in between those is worth 1 minute each. Now, another special thing about the latitude longitude is that when heading, say, 101 to 102, there will be this little 30 here with a tick. That's saying that from 101, this is 30 minutes later. So this is 101 and 30 minutes. So that's another little fun fact about that. Now, the next thing that the legend won't really tell you about are maximum elevation figures, or the MEF. So let's take this same area again, and you'll see that the map is color coded. So we have this like green area here, we got this white area here, kind of tannish area, and then if we were to move over to the other page, we got this orangish. And basically that's just telling you what the height is of that area. So the way that works is that take this square right here, that saying this big blue number is saying that the maximum elevation figure for obstacle clearance is 6,600 feet. And I guess in this square over here, it's saying it's 3,100 feet for obstacle clearance, and that depends on whether it's mountainous or non-mountainous terrain. mountainous, adding an additional 2,000 feet to what it actually is, and 1,000 being for non-mountainous. Now, if you just want a general overview of like what the height of the map, you can come over to, once again, the bottom left, and you'll see the lowest point, which is color-coded, in this case saying sea level, and the highest point also being color-coded, in this case 8,960 feet. Now, another thing that the map, the sectional won't tell you, the legend won't tell you about, are MOAs, military operation areas. And basically those are where is it? Those are areas such as, let me see if I can find one. Here, let's take this one, the Laughlin 2 MOA. Basically, those are areas where the military does operations, and on the far left side of it, just behind everything of the sectional, there will be a list of all the restricted and MOAs, and basically, so in this case, this magenta here, it would be like the MOAs, and it'll show you the times that that specific MOA is open, what altitude it goes up to, and who controls it, what frequencies it's on. But it also includes prohibited airspaces, restricted airspaces, and in my case, it'll also show you control tower frequencies for some fairly for centers and sort of deal. Now, another thing that is special to this map, which is the San Antonio sectional, if you're ever wondering, is we're on the border. This will be on the border with Mexico, so we have something called an ADIZ, which is an Area Defense Identification Zone, and it's marked off by this little purple magenta dash dotted line across the whole border with the country. And basically, if you cross that and you don't have a radio license, you might be contacted by the military, so with some very nice fighter jets. Anyways, that was just a brief overview of what the legend doesn't cover, and if you want to know more where you get one, check out Sporties online, anywhere. That's where you can get your own very own MOA for your area that you fly in. There's also electronic versions of these, which are easier to get. They come with ForeFlight or Garmin or whoever else has those. And if you ever wonder, I'll have a couple pictures of the legend and what the sectional is in my presentation. Thank you.